Alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sounds in words, okay? So, and the words need to appear pretty close together. You can extend it out a little bit if it is, for example, in a stanza and you have a few close together and then a line or two away, you repeat that sound. But in general, in order to be considered alliteration, it does need to be pretty close together. It is the sound that matters, not the spelling. So if we look here, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. So the weak and the W's in weak and weary is alliteration. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. So quaint and curious, even though this one starts with QU and this one starts with C, they both start with the sound K, quaint and curious, right? And so that is alliteration. Knotted, nearly napping, rapping, rapping. So the repetition of the N's and the repetition of the R's. Flirt and flutter, that would be the repetition of the FL sound, in particular, the blended sound. Stepped and stately, again, and saintly. Stopped and stayed. So here we have one that extends through two lines of the stanza. And then if we look here, we have lord or lady, perched, perched, bust of palace, and perched again. So the P's would be alliteration, as well as the L's in lord and lady. Okay, if we go down, still sitting, again we have the repetition of the S sounds. Demons dreaming, streaming shadow, the repetition of the D's, the repetition of the S again, and then shadow, shadow, and the FL blended sound, floor, floating, and floor. Okay, so that is alliteration. It's just a repetition. One mistake students often make is they think that the repetition of vowel sounds is alliteration. That is not the case. So words like on and on, that would not be alliteration. Okay, that is something else. So make sure when you're looking at alliteration, you are truly looking at consonant sounds and not vowel sounds at the beginning of a word.